back out here today. We're doing something a little different. We're gonna run another heater in here. It's a little gas heater down up over there, and I got a little electric heater over here. It's still cold in here a little bit. I need to put some plastic on the windows, but I'm not gonna do that today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install a hanging heater up over here, right up over there on them hooks. You see them hooks? So I got to run some wire from the other shop over to here. We're just going to drill some holes right through the walls, and I wouldn't mind drilling a hole, having the wire come out of the ceiling. So that may be what I do over here, but over there we're just going to go straight through the wall, and then we'll go through the wall up here, and then we'll go straight down. We'll finish this up tomorrow. I'm waiting on a new carburetor. You'll actually see the completion of that video before you will this one. So tomorrow I'm just going to do that. That's it pretty much. Tomorrow's be my dad's birthday, and he committed suicide when I was almost 14 years old, you know, and be 23 years in January. So tomorrow's gonna be kind of a rough day for me. I always kind of fight with that. So yeah, we need to go over to the other shop. It's cold over there. I don't have the heat going. I got the heat going. I've had the heat going in here for an hour, and it's cold, and it's still cold in here. A nice little heater, but I got the fan in front of it. That little fan, I put these little ceiling fan lights on. Made a little short yesterday about them. They're pretty cool. They help push the heat down off the ceiling, but it's just not warm enough to like really push it up there because there's just not enough heat. So we're gonna go over to the other side. I need to take the drill with me. I need to drill a hole through the wall, and yeah. I did find a carburetor for that chainsaw. It was like 17 bucks. So we'll get into that. But we'll come over here. I bought some 10 gauge wire. Yep. And then I was wanting to work on the trailer tomorrow, but it's just not in the works for me for tomorrow. I ain't feeling too uppy today either. For the last week or so, I ain't really been all chippery and gung-ho or any of that, but the tires are holding there finally, because this one here wasn't really holding there. I filled her up to the max, well, not to the max, to the 60 where I feel comfortable, and it's still holding there. So we've got us a trailer. I think I still want to drill the holes and move the shackles forward a little bit. I don't like how they're leaning back. I think they should be more straight up and down. So here's our electrical box. Man, it's cold in here. And what we'll have to do is we'll have to turn the power off. We'll get everything ran. We'll get the breaker installed, get everything ran, and then we'll go in the house, turn the main breaker off, and then we will do the hooking up the this is what we're going to hook up, this heater. See, I've got one up over here. It actually works pretty good in here. I mean, it's still a little chilly sometimes. So I bought this breaker here a while back because I was going to use it for this one, but I had one already in a different 220 box. So this is one we're going to use. Hopefully it fits in there like it's supposed to. So yeah, let me get a drill. I need to get a ladder or something to stand on. I'm thinking if I go right below that 2x4, that will put us up there. That will put us above the ceiling, or I can actually drill above the ceiling. If you see where that hole's at, it's above the ceiling. So we go just above that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go just straight through the wall now because I've got freaking, I don't know what I'm doing yet. So let me get to drilling some holes. All right, so I went and to the hardware store, but I was originally gonna take this bar and I was gonna bend a little 90 there and then cut her off and put a hole on there and then just hang it from that hook. And I got to thinking, well, I couldn't find a bolt that I had, or a bolt that I needed. I come up with a lug nut, or a lug stud for a golf cart. Kind of goes in, but it don't go in. It's kind of a fine thread. It's a coarse thread. So I went to the hardware store and I says, man, you know what? They got them hooks. So I ended up buying a hook. It's, you know, was probably $3 more than a bolt, but it's going to save me a ton of time. So we're going to install a hook. So yeah, that's let me get you guys kind of over here on the stand and bring it around. And you guys can kind of see. Alright, well, it says 84%. And you guys shut off on me, so, but the hook screws right on in there. I don't know how far I can actually go. Let me take the gonder down inside there. Yeah, it looks like I can go pretty far, so we'll go down so far, and then we got a nut that we can use for a jam nut, so just make sure we ain't hitting nothing. Yeah, let me find my crescent wrench here. Perfect. So we'll get her hung up here. I don't know how well you guys are gonna see with some little sun shining through there. Let me spin you around real quick. The leg's kind of bent, and I'm OCD, so it's kind of have my thing up there. She's a little freestanding, whatever, swinging. But once we get that hot wire in there, she'll be a little different. Once you go through there. So you guys kind of a little closer. What we got this little deal here in the front. It's got a hinge in the back of it, and hinge, this part will fold down if I can get the screwdriver to stay in there. It's gonna be rough trying to put the wire on with this swinging like this, but it's the easiest way to hang it. See? And then the old wires are still in there that are coming in, because this come out of a semi-trailer they had like set up for an office type deal. So, but we just pulled the black and whatever and the white and the ground wire. Let me I think you're kind of dirty there, guys. Let me smudge you off. And it has all the kind of the ratings for per wire. You know, it says 5,000 watts, 220. If you max fuse size 30, copper number 10. Well, if you go to 14, I don't know why all this is. I think there's, I don't know. I don't familiar with this type of wiring, household wiring stuff. But I guess if you do however you want, I guess. Do not remove blue wire from L1 above to whatever. But anyways, it should be wired for 220. And that's the way it looks, 220. So I think it's all 220 anyways. It's yeah, they're all, well, 208, but we're on 240. Hopefully it's the 5,000 watt, because I'm using number 10, and then I'm using a 3,000 or 30 amp breaker, and the heater amps will be 20, almost 21 amps. So we need to get down up in there. Yeah, see, I got a bent leg there. So this one's the white wire, which is leg 1. Oh, this screwdriver is not going to work. Oh, yeah, it's let me get you guys situated, and I'm gonna grab a different screwdriver. This is the ground wire. Or over in England or UK, it's called the earth wire. Down in Australia too, I believe. Earth wire. I need to start using that term. I probably should unhook the power when I do this, huh? Oh wait, the wire, there ain't a wire to it, it's already cut. There we go. And remove that earth wire. There we go. We need to strip back this coating here. Make sure you keep your fingers out of the way of these razor blades. You definitely don't want to cut yourself. I mean, I know we're all grown-ups here, most of us anyways, and we should know better than to do that, but you'd be surprised. They got warning labels on everything nowadays too. Take away the warning labels, you'll be able to weed out half the not so smart population, I should say. The population without no common sense. Not that I'm really promoting that, but that is some thick wire. There we go. So we can get some of that back up out of there. There we go. I better get this earth wire off here. The other heater over there on the other side don't have the earth wire. The 220 wire I had didn't have that earth wire in there. So come on, Luke, come on down. There she comes. Ugh. There we go. Hopefully that will be enough. If not, we'll take the whole thing out. Now I can't remember if I said white to leg one, right? White to leg one. Because the other wire wasn't as thick as this other. I'm gonna go ahead and get this wired up here, and then we'll move over to the other side. You guys seen how I took it off, so I'm just doing, it don't really matter what color wires go where, really. I don't think it's both 220 coming in. You don't have like a 220 in ground running like this. Well, that'd be 110 if you had just power and ground coming to it, and then your earth wire. But we're having 220 both coming in. No like ground or neutral wire. I think that's what they would call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and wire them in, and we'll move over to the other side. All right, I got the earth wire hooked up. When you hook these up, make sure you got enough copper. It kind of sticks out the back there, because I can see mine. But you also want to make sure this sheeting outer covering isn't sticking in there. You want to make sure, like when you put it, kind of push it to the side or whatever, make sure that that's hit, and don't, because when you screw this down, you're going to be pushing on this insulation here, and you're not going to get a good connection. Could cause it to like wire heating if it's kind of barely touching. I've had that happen on a dryer before. So yeah, just a little thing. They're both real tight. Everything's real tight. So we're gonna move over to the other side. Alright, we're gonna take this panel off. I still got the power on, but I just kind of want to get my wires all lined up where they need to go. You guys remember how I got two screws in here? If you guys remember the go-kart, I stole these two bolts out of here, or screws out of here for the golf cart that I built for Adeline, and then I ended up selling because Adeline didn't want it. So now see, here's my 220 for my heater up here. See, it's a black and yellow going to or black and white to the same thing. So we're just gonna run that straight down here. We'll run it, hook it into here, and we'll put our earth wire right there. So I just want to kind of just so we got a little bit of a loop in this and that. And I don't really need to go all the way down, but I'm gonna go right here. Cut that bad boy off right there. Hold on, take you guys for a ride there. Let's see if I can find I left my cutter over to the other side. Let's find one real quick. I know I got more in here. There's one right here. I bought a bunch of these X-Acto knives. Ooh, see that? I almost cut myself. Let's stick it on the wood here. You don't want to go real deep and cut into the other stuff. So then we just slice it around here. Just enough that so we can kind of tear it, break it, whatever. Just pull her on through. We'll go ahead and, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and do it the sketchy way. I'm not gonna turn no power off. If I start shaking or whatever, you gotta call 911 for me. There we go. And if you strip it back too long, you can always snip some of the copper line off there. And be good. Now what did I just do there? So the breaker goes in this way. Let me cut that piece off real quick. Not sure what I just did. There we go. So we're just going to go ahead and run our white one in there. It's not hitting the sheeting. The sheeting's not all the way in. The copper is, and it's a nice close fit. So I don't have to cut any copper off of it. We'll do the same here. Okay. I only have 60 amp service out here to the garages, so can't really run both of them at the same time. I can. That one in there is 20 amps, and the other one's I don't know what the amperage is. See, that's on. That will be off. What we're going to do is we're just going to slap it on there. Why, she's still got power to it. Let's push it in there. Come on here. Let's see. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on. Hook up in there. Go ahead. Hook yourself in there. Did I not get the right ones or what? That's the right breaker. I double checked before I bought it. There we go. Alright, so she's in there. Now all we gotta do now is put the earth in there. The earth wire. We definitely don't want to touch none of them. Well, this one ain't hooked up to nothing right now anyways, but I definitely don't want to touch none of them. I brought some insulated things here. Let's use them to our advantage here. go in there, come on. Back just a little bit farther. There we go, we in there. The earth wire is in. Tighten it down. Our power's off, so I'll be able to go ahead and put a little torque on these again. Let's stick this back on. We've got to pop out our little spots where we just put in the new breaker. All I do is just kind of just bend it up out the way, back and forth here. Once you kind of pop it free, I got enough room for one more breaker. I ain't sure what I don't know if I'll need it or not. And then like this, you know, if I get a bigger air compressor, I'll probably only run 110 air compressors, but if I ever get a 240 welder, that's going to be a problem. And but it's not like I can run all that stuff out at once. So eventually I'd like to run a big, I'd say everything's got to be hardwired for these. Let's turn the power on. There we go. Let's run to the other side real fast. Let's check it out. But they say in here it's got to be hardwired, but if I run like big appliance wire to it and a plug, and then I can do the same kind of plug on a welder, so it'd be 220, and I'd be able to unplug it. It's actually a little warmer in here, but it's cold outside, so it's gonna feel a little warmer in here. Let's see. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, I guess this one don't work. Well, I don't know. I guess we might have to get a tester out, go over here and test that to make sure we get in power. And then maybe this unit's bad, but most likely it's my wiring. Ooh, it just kicked on. Maybe it has a delay in it. I bet you it's got a delay, and it's already blowing hot. Oh man, that's warm. There she goes. There's probably a delay in the heater then. Oh man, my hands are cold too. Sweet. Blow some up towards the top here. Have some blowing down towards the bottom. Kind of want the floor heated up anyways because heat rises. That's why I put them up there so I can push the heat back down. Oh man, that's warm. That's hot. That's nice. Man. So I've got this heat. I can actually undo this heater. This heater here can go to, since I got that, I can just go ahead and get rid of that little one. And that will put over there tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I wanted to work on the trailer tomorrow.